That is Renaissance, and this is Richie Anderson.
Hey.
Hello. That record, I was about to say, do you remember when that came out? And I thought, ooh, there's a chance you weren't born. I reckon that was 1978, Renaissance.
Oh, that's before me.
No, don't say that. What? Go on, tell me the worst.
1987.
Unbelievable. It's not right, Richie. 19 Thatcher's third term.
I'm taking that as a third term thing. Not there's anything wrong with that. I'm taking it as a compliment that you're saying that 1987
Well, I always do things by elections, so
Yes.
it's a big election year. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
I can tell you, yeah.
Thank you very much.
I won't say anymore. What would you like to talk about?
We're going to start in travel, or just in general.
Well, I see. I think because I started the jingle, normally we go to travel now, but
You said you give me carte blanche.
well, I was giving you carte blanche in a way that would suggest you were choosing to talk about the travel, but I wasn't really giving you the option of talking about, let's say, geology.
Okay, that's all I'm over the half past introducing the ground that habits are not being asked, but really being told.
That's it.
Okay.
So sorry.
We're going to start in Sterling, the M80, which is
Just to say, I never interrupt you ever. Sterling, where we're going to be ready to in August.
Yeah.
In the park.
That's what my tone picked up. Did you notice? I went, M80 in Sterling.
Yes, well, can I just underline the tone?
Yes.
This travel bulletin could take quite a while in this room.
I know. I think it's not time for the show.
I'm going to shut up.
Okay. Between Junction 9 and Junction 8, closed on the M80 in Sterling. M62 westbound, queuing at 26. The M1 south got one lane out at 34. The M1 north is queuing at 9. The M3 north blocked whilst they recovered an accident at Junction 2. The M25 anti-clockwise, long delays at 1A. And Jeremy, you can talk about whatever you want now.
Well, you know, this thing, I don't know if you were listening, but we were talking about prisons and drugs going to prisons and drones being used, and I feel very encumbered here by my ignorance of the prison system, because I just can't see a problem with dealing with the drones one at a time as they appear, using nets, using falcons, using guns, using pulses, using lasers, whatever it is you need to, using a boomerang, I don't care. And I'm not alone. Martin Pilling says an easy solution to drones is you employ a man, well, it has to be a man, with a 12-bore shotgun to shoot them down once perimeter is breached. Drones are lit and visible. I'm your man. Oh, I see, that's what has to be a man. So just bring in Martin.
Yeah.
Do you understand this drone thing?
I feel like Martin could solve it.
Well, I think the thing is, Martin's going to have to spend a lot of time on the prison roof.
Yes.
And Martin's going to have to be firing into the air at 3 in the morning.
Wow.
And I don't know if shotguns have that range, so he would have to be a trained sniper.
Yeah, and I don't know if Martin's got the time.
Sally, not a real name near Glasgow, says, I live beside a prison. I have repeatedly reported the drones. They set off fireworks to drown out the noise. Ah, that's interesting. So the fireworks go off and the drone is then smuggled in. By the time the police arrive, they're gone. Vanessa says, I'm a former prison governor. Governors and staff work hard to combat the illicit economy in prisons, but years of low investment in prison security means many establishments don't have the technology to combat the drones. So there we are. We haven't really reached even an understanding of why drones are doing this. There we go, Richie. Good to see you.
Good
Thank
to see you
you.
too. Thank you.
Great travel report today.
Thank you.
And this is the new one from none other than Morrissey, whose recent... Did you see the headline? He had to stop the gig in Valencia.
No.
He went to Valencia for a gig. And I'm quoting here, said, it was so loud and catatonic I couldn't play.
Wow.
And so he then cancelled the whole thing, but then I think the thing that was noisy was the festival he was playing at.
Ah.
It was one of those. launching a new song, the uncomfortably titled Monsters of Pig Alley. And yeah, there we are. If you saw him recently at a concert and didn't cancel, you are a lucky person. We're about to talk about whether you have a favourite spot in your local car park.
There's a particular point in the day
Your batteries are close to
and
empty.
it feels like the engine's running on fumes.
Well, that's where we come in.
Afternoons on Radio 2.
Plug into Radio 2 to come alive.
From 2.
If you need to float your boat, tickle your fancy and put some pep in your step, you need one man. It's Mr. Trevor Nelson.
Then from 4 it's the brilliant Sarah Cox. When I'm flagging on my way home, I listen to Sarah and boom, when you want to pick me up, she is the perfect person.
That's weekday afternoons.
Remember, it's Trevor at 2 and me at 4.
Just ask your smart speaker to play BBC Radio 2.
Thank you, guys. A man in Devizes in Wiltshire has spent a year and 7 months parking in every space at his local supermarket and has identified his favourite spot out of the 108 spaces. Now, I know sometimes people say that there's a very thin line between a hobby and a mental illness. He actually, I think he's quite a straight-up guy, this. He's basically started his quest to make the weekly shop more interesting, and he made a spreadsheet and review system and logged every space he parked in alongside a rating and review, and even recorded how much he spent on each visit. And we can have a listen to Gareth now explaining what he did.
So every week I do my weekly food shop, and I find it incredibly boring, much like most people, I assume. So I thought I'd find a way to make it a little bit more interesting. I did a little bit of planning, a little bit of looking at how all the spaces were laid out and assigned numbers to each one. And then, yeah, over the course of 2 years, I managed to tick off every single space. Each time I'd come down, I'd make a note of it on my phone. All the information from the bay number, the day that I came down, the date, the time, and then how much I spent on that shop.
Isn't that amazing? And of all the spaces he tried, he described his favourite spot as being God tier. It was easy to get into and out of, and it was quite close to the supermarket. There's lots to consider when identifying the best parking space at the supermarket. You've got to factor in, obviously, distance to the shop door, width, depth, ease of entrance and exit, maybe even the view, maybe even nearby foliage. We'd love to hear from you. Do you have a favourite parking space at your local supermarket? Are you there now? If you are, you parked up safely, we'd love a live review of why this is the spot you use every time. 88291 is the text. Email vine@bbc.co.uk. You can also WhatsApp us on the long number 08000 288 291, and please do include your own number so we can call you back. Amanda Potter, let's start with you. Dog walker living in York. Whereabouts are you, Amanda?
I'm in Tesco's car park.
And you parked in your favourite parking space, or wasn't it free today?
I mean, I too find shopping quite boring, but I haven't gone to that extremes of reconnaissance. Basically, I park for convenience and space, really. I always like to park right next door to the trolley bays, so I'm straight out, get a trolley, get in, get what I need, get back, load it into the van or the car, and then put my trolley back and off I go.
Yeah.
It's basically that's what I look at. I haven't parked in 180 spaces. Well, I might have done at some point over my time of life, but not in that supermarket anyway.
I understand that. However, there is a secondary thought that Gareth has had, that if you're too near the trolley bay, your car could be scratched by a diagonal trolley.
Yeah, well, I always park really, like, I have one side that is next to the trolley bay, and I reverse it right back in, so that I'm right tucked out of the way, so then I've got extra space on my driver's side. There is a logic to the madness, I think.
But you don't worry that if you're next to the trolley bay, you get somebody scraping your car?
Probably, but that could happen anywhere. It's, you know, it's just, it's life, isn't it? Somebody could scratch it anywhere.
That's true. And looking around you, do you sense that some spaces are bigger than others?
Yes, definitely. Yes, I mean, he's got a point there that, you know, there are some spaces that are trickier to get into, and I always do like to reverse into a space, and I've got quite a big vehicle, so I am very aware of where I'm going to park.
Yeah. All right, well, listen, that's fascinating. Thank you so much, Amanda. Take care. Have a good day.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Billy Gibbons is the listener based in Cheshire. Hello, Billy.
Hello, Jeremy. I'm actually based right this minute in Market Drayton, in the throbbing metropolis of Market Drayton.
And is that the Aldi? Are you at the Aldi there?
Fucking heck, how do you know
Well, we have producers and they tell me stuff.
Wow, that's brilliant. I didn't want to mention it, but yes, that's where I am. Now, unusually for me, I've got a system, I've got a method. And what I do, well, one of the vehicles I've got a few, but one of them is a Toyota Ford Cobra. It's a three-window coupe.
Yeah.
And backing in reversing anywhere in that is not a nightmare, but it's quite hard, really, due to the nature of the body. Now, what I do in all the cars, actually, I've only got three, but what I do, I find a parking bay, which I'm in right at this minute, but I make sure that the one directly in front of that is empty, so that I drive into that parking bay, but I pass that and I go into the one that's directly opposite it. I hope I'm painting a good picture on the wireless here. So that when I leave the supermarket, I drive out of the parking bay rather than reverse out of it.
Got it.
Yeah, which isn't the law, but I think it's, for me, it's common sense, and I can't believe I'm using me and common sense in the same sentence.
No, but you've raised a great point, which is that you're using what's called the two-space method, where you're driving into space one, across the line into space two, and therefore you are, and this sounds paradoxical, but you've driven in forwards and you'll drive out forwards, and there's very few people have mastered that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I wish I could have put it as eloquently as you did. I was struggling, really, but that's exactly what I do with, when I go shopping. That's exactly what I do.
That's brilliant. Thanks so much, Billy. Lovely to talk to you again. Take care.
And you,
Bye-bye.
Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you. Sharon Gafka is a women's rights campaigner now. Which car park are you in, Sharon?
Hello, I'm in one of my two Tesco car parks that I go to.
Okay, can you describe where it is in the country?
Yeah, so I'm in South Oxfordshire.
I see. And how is your favourite space there?
So I have two different Tesco's for two different reasons. If I'm doing a big shop, I park further away from the shop in the right-hand corner, away from all the other cars where I've got a bit more space. But if I'm at the Tesco's I'm at right now, it's usually because I need to run in and run out, so I park closer to the shop.
And is there any danger where you've gone today, Sharon, of being boxed in?
No, luckily not. Though there are lots of terrible drivers in this Tesco's, parkers even in this Tesco's, I realise.
Do you sometimes go for corner spaces on the outside because they can have more room?
Yeah, I do actually, and I think I actually didn't realise that I tended to do this until my fiance pointed out to me that I have muscle memory and just go to the same place in both car parks. And especially now that I'm 23 weeks pregnant, I need more space to get in and out of the car, so I always look for a bigger spot.
Is it acceptable to park in the mother, father and child spaces if you are carrying a child rather than an actual parent at this stage?
I would think so. I think car parking spaces are getting far too small, and there have been times where I've genuinely struggled and had to climb across as a pregnant woman from the passenger side, and obviously the bigger I get, the harder that's going to be, so I wouldn't judge a pregnant person parking there.
It's very interesting listening to you, because it's making me think a little bit of Gareth, that you've got a little bit the same approach of quite methodical. As your fiance says, you've got some muscle memory in there, you're not messing around. I don't know if you saw the story where this guy has basically logged every single parking place in his local supermarket, all 108 of them, based on the quality.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've got the time to commit to it that strongly, and I quite enjoy doing the weekly shop, so maybe that's why I've never thought about it that much. But I don't like parking near trees. In my big Tesco's where there's where I do my weekly shop, there's a zebra crossing that goes all the way through the car park. I like to be close to that, and I like to park the furthest away from as many cars as I physically can.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sharon.
No worries, thank you.
It's Sharon Kafka, women's rights campaigner. And good luck with all that is to come. New song from Cabby Barnes.
Found myself in Lucky's, I was drinking on my own, sipping on my sorrows in a place I can't go home. Ooh, there ain't no place like home. Stepping through the neon boots, so tapping on the floor. Forgot what I was thinking when she headed for the door. Ooh, but your eyes, they shine so bright. Talking about the Highlands under Broadway's broken lights. Ooh, darling, take a chance tonight. Whiskey on the counter, fiddles playing soft and low. Dreaming of the heather where the northern rivers flow. I'll never let you go. So won't you come with me? Please don't tell your mother we run wild and free. If we got each other and you take my hand, and I love you forever and a day, I pray you can be my Harley, run away, away. You can be my Harley, run away, away. You can be my Harley, run away, away. If we got each other and you take my hand, and I love you forever and a day, I pray you can be my Harley, run away, away. You can be my Harley, run away, away. You can be my Harley.
It's Cammy Barnes' new song, great song, Highland Runaway. Let us talk to Andrew in Kingsbridge. I love Kingsbridge in Devon. Hello, Andrew.
Hi, Jeremy. Hi, how are you?
Do you have a favourite parking space?
I do, and I'm parked looking right at it right now.
Oh, describe it.
So it's a parent parking space right next to the trolley park.
Yeah.
And there's a very helpful path right behind where you park. Takes you straight down to the zebra crossing, straight into the store, and it's just fantastically easy.
That's brilliant because it's got the zebra crossing. That was what Sharon said. James in West Yorkshire, hello.
Hello, Jeremy, you okay?
I'm well. Now, you've got an office car park and you've got a particular spot you love.
Oh, yeah. 6 years and counting, parking it every day.
Go on, what's good about it? Is it near a tree?
No, it's near a cut through. It's the biggest spot in the car park. Very few people walking past. That's mine.
What would happen if someone else parked in it one day? Would you have the full Michael Douglas falling down moment?
Oh, yeah. And that happened on Monday, actually. I was 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
Someone was just getting out as I got there. So second best next to it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
On BBC iPlayer. If you're not the beautiful one, the quick-witted one, or the ones that are good at games and full of youthful energy, then who are you?
Miss Bennett.
I must be. Oh, yes, I am.
Starring Ruth Jones and Richard E. Grant.
I will not attend another of those insufferable, muddy little dances.
Miss Bennett is a radical thinker.
I told you no one would marry you if you wore spectacles.
The other Bennett sister.
The most important thing is to be yourself.
Watch on BBC iPlayer.
That sounds really good. Trevor Nelson also will sound really good after 2 o'clock. And then Sarah and Joe and Bob Harris and DJ Spoonie and OJ Borge, and have a great day.
This is Radio 2.
On BBC Sounds and on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 2 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. The COVID inquiry has found parts of the NHS came close to collapse during the pandemic. In a report, it said some hospital patients couldn't be admitted to intensive care despite their serious condition, and that others with conditions like cancer had their treatments postponed. The chair of the COVID inquiry, Baroness Heather Hallett, said the UK coped, but only just.
Healthcare workers carried the burden of caring for the sick and dying in unprecedented numbers. It came at a huge cost to them, to their families, to their patients, and to the loved ones of patients. It also came at a huge cost to the non-COVID patients who were not seen and treated. Collapse was only narrowly avoided thanks to the extraordinary efforts of all those working in healthcare across the United Kingdom.
The number of suspected or confirmed cases of meningitis being linked to the outbreak in Kent has risen to 27. 2 people have died, a 21-year-old university student and a sixth form pupil. More than 1,400 people have been vaccinated so far as part of a targeted campaign. Energy prices have risen sharply after Iran targeted Qatar's Ras Laffan energy complex. Tehran has said it will destroy the region's energy infrastructure if its own facilities are attacked. President Trump has threatened to blow up South Pass, the world's biggest natural gas field, if Iran strikes Qatari energy sites again. The price of Brent crude oil is currently around $112 a barrel. The rising energy prices have prompted the Bank of England to hold interest rates at 3.75% today. Analysts had previously suggested there could be lower rates this year. Our Deputy Economics Editor, Darshini David, says there's concern inflation could rise to 4%.
It does look like the chances of further rate cuts has been vastly diminished. In fact, some are now speculating about the possibility of rate increases before the end of the year. And that is why, of course, we've seen some unrest in the mortgage markets in recent weeks as well, because of the expectations that interest rates will be higher than previously thought.
Two Iranian men have appeared at Westminster Magistrates Court accused of conducting hostile surveillance of Jewish targets in London on behalf of the Iranian intelligence service. Nematollah Shahsavani, who's 40, and 22-year-old Ali Reza Farasati were remanded in custody. They'll next appear at the Old Bailey in a month. And the King's officially inaugurated a new footpath stretching along the entire coast of England. For the first time, the King Charles III Coast Path will give walkers a continuous trail around the country's shoreline. Our senior royal correspondent Daniela Ralph reports.
Wearing a waterproof jacket over his suit and tie, the King took in 2 kilometres of the England Coast Path, starting at Seven Sisters National Park in Seaford. The King is an avid walker and has spoken of the importance of walking for personal well-being. The King Charles III England Coast Path now allows ramblers to travel the entire shoreline of England for 2,700 miles, past salt marshes, chalk cliffs and ancient woodlands.
That's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 2.
Thank you, Catherine, and thank you, Jeremy. I'm inspired by the King and that walk. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Good afternoon, everyone. You got me for the next 2 hours on what feels like another glorious day. I mean, we could blame it on the sun, or we could blame it on the boogie. You'll see.
That dirty rhythm fools me. The devil's got them to me. sunshine, moonlight, yeah, good times, boogie. You just got that sunshine, yeah, moonlight, good times, boogie. Don't you think it's sunshine? You just got that moonlight, you just got that sunshine, yeah. Oh, baby, know yourself. Sunshine, ain't nobody smiling but yours and that boogie time.
BBC Radio 2, Trevor Nelson.
Jackson's Blame It on the Boogie. Nice intro, Trev. Channeling your inner Tony Blackburn. Says Mike, have a great show. What are you talking about? Oh, Trev, with an opening line like that, maybe we should rename you Trevor Blackburn. Andy in Guildford, Tony Lawns. I mean, Tony and I are neighbours, okay? Well, we live in the same village. I've lived in the same village as Tony for 10 years now. And we have one pub that we both agree is really great, which is literally 100 yards from my house. And I've never, Tony, all Tony ever says to me is, I've never seen you in that pub. I love it there, I've never seen you in 10 years. He says the same thing to me every time I see him. How comes we've never... He is funny. Alright, hi, welcome once again. Catherine, coming up on the show, 5 seconds to name. It's a great one today. Well done, Tilly. Tilly made it. Go on. Yay, Tilly. Well done. I love it, by the way. It's very good. Couldn't decide which version to use, so I let Rosie choose. Today's trope comes from a rapper. Yes! We're playing a rapper as my trope. I love hip-hop, as you know. Some of you don't know, but I love it. And one of the guys who, I don't know, he's one of the most charismatic rappers of all time. He's teamed up with one of the greatest singers of all time for this song. Do the maths. I've got the old school run for 3:30. If you're a Rhythm Nation fan, this one might bring back some memories of that show. Richie Anderson joins us with all the latest travel news, and if you've got something to tell me, text 88291, WhatsApp 08000 288 291.
Lonely in this crowd, I sit alone. Oh, one more drink away from heading home. I can feel the night slipping by away from me. And she caught my eye through the light and she came right up to me. She said, oh, hi, nice to meet you tonight. Maybe we can dance, get up off my feet. She said, this life is forever, so here together, let's lay it on repeat. We can dance all night. We can dance till the morning light. Let's forget about all the worries and the white road outside. She said, oh, hi, nice to meet you tonight. Maybe we can go dance, get up off our feet. We can dance all night. She took my hand and led me through the dark. Oh, she said, feel the beat, forget our broken heart. Oh, and oh, I can feel the night slipping by away from me. And oh, I saw the light in her eyes. She came right up to me. She said, oh, hi, nice to meet you tonight. Maybe we can go dance, get up off our feet. She said, this life ain't forever, so here together, let's lay it on repeat. We can dance all night. We can dance till the morning light. Let's forget about our worries and the wide road outside. She said, oh, hi, nice to meet you tonight. Maybe we can go dance, get up off our feet. We can dance all night. We can dance all night. She said, oh, hi, nice to meet you tonight. Maybe we can go dance, get up off our feet. She said, this life ain't forever, one song here together, then let's lay it on repeat. We can dance all night.
Mark Smith, and nice to meet you. And we've been discussing Eurovision this week. We'll talk a little more after Jay Dune.
Been down so long, but those days are gone now. I've got the will, I've earned the right to show you it's my time to ride. It's my time, it's my time, my moment. I'm not gonna let go of
Jade Hewitt, and it's my time. If you heard the rendition I got in the studio, it wasn't Richie's time, but he tried to make it. He knew every word to that song.
This is an iconic Eurovision song. It's so good, and also so different for Eurovision.
She got to fifth place.
Listen, she's one of the highest scoring UK entries. I think until Sam Riley, she was one of the highest UK scoring recent entries in Eurovision. She won a selection process called Eurovision Your Country Needs You, and guess who was also a contestant on that? Rita Ora.
No.
She beat Rita Ora to the prize. Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Hang on. Andrew Lloyd Webber. Who wrote it?
Who wrote it?
Who wrote it with? Do you know who wrote that song?
Go on.
Diane Watt.
And you can tell.
Do you know about Diane Watt?
I know about Diane Watt.
She is the most prolific songwriter, probably. One of the most prolific in history, isn't she? She's the most prolific female songwriter.
So when you've got Diane and Andrew Lloyd Webber,
you're supposed to win.
Well, listen, it's one of those songs we all remember. And like I said yesterday, even if you don't win, you can still go on to be considered for Radio 2's Eurovision Superstar.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can head over to bbc.co.uk/Radio 2 Eurovision. You'll find a list of 70 acts to choose from. We had a whole list yesterday and the day before. We're going through the names, and you seem to remember all, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be. We've always got fun with Radio 2, haven't we?
We love the votes at Radio 2.
Vote closes at 9:30 on Tuesday, 31st of March 2026, of course. And like I said, if you don't remember, there are 70 names of people we took down.
And there could have been more.
You haven't given me your vote. Never told me.
I'm not allowed, but Rosie looks so nervous.
Yeah, not on air, but you can write what you told us.
I'll tell you, don't worry, Rosie, she's looking out. You dare.
Write it down, Richard.
Nashville's biggest names came to play in the UK, and we were there.
Radio 2 at Country to Country Festival.
Love you, C2C. That was so special. I'm never going to forget that moment.
Hear show-stopping performances from Belfast, Glasgow, and London. Special shows packed with all the excitement from this incredible event.
Thank you so much.
Listen now. Just search country on BBC Sounds.
Thank you, Bob. I can't believe that's your favourite.
Yeah. You nearly would have cussed me out.
A little shocked about that.
Listen, there's 70 on that list.
People be surprised that's your favourite, though.
I don't know if they would.
Oh, well, I am.
I mean, can I just say, when I went through that list, at bbc.co.uk/radio2,
You're so on message.
It's seamless. There were so many good ones I could have chosen.
Yeah.
So many good ones.
Well, yeah, got to choose one again.
Yeah. You haven't told me yours.
Everybody knows mine. Everybody. You just have to look at the list and you'll know which one of mine is. If you know me. You don't know me then, do you, Richard?
Say nothing. On the roads, let's start in Stirling. The M80 closed at the moment because of a police incident between 9 and 8. M62 westbound queuing. 3 lanes out between 26 and 25 million. Queues at back at 27. The M1 south 1 lane out at 34 for Meadow Hall. Northbound queuing at 9 for Redbourne. The M11 north queues at the moment because of an accident earlier on at 9. The M3 north blocked whilst they recover an accident at 2. M25 anti-clockwise, long delays at 1 end of the Dartford Tunnel. And on the train, service suspended at the moment between Chippenham and Trowbridge because of problems with the signals in Swindon. You're up to date?
By the way, mine's not UK.
Okay.
But that one, eh?
Okay.
Don't know if it lasts,
better and save me tonight. Radio 226. We're one away from my trove today. This is dedicated to Judy from Northants. Yeah, sipping on my mojito on Cape Verde. Listening to the show. What could be better?